What's going on, guys? My name is EK, and in this video, I'm going to break down what I think Blizzard should do for their official hardcore classic servers. So first things first, death equals delete. It's kind of the basis of the game. I don't think we're going to touch that rule. That's definitely going to stay the same. Gear and items. You can use all gear that you self-craft or obtain yourself via quest drops or NPC traders. Again, another fundamental rule. I think this needs to stay the same. There is, however, one thing I think they need to change when it comes to professions, specifically enchanting, for example. You need the blacksmithing rods to progress through enchanting. Therefore, if you're playing a solo self-found run, you really can't use enchanting without the ability to trade blacksmiths for the rods. I would offer it might be a pretty cool idea if they would implement a vendor into the game, maybe in each major city, that just outright sells the rods. This would make it so that enchanting isn't sort of an obsolete profession or a luxury for duo or trio players. Buffs and player interactions, yeah, kind of the same thing. I don't really want to touch on this one because this is kind of through an honor system, unless you're like a streamer or something. We can't really tell if you're asking or not. The add-on that we're currently using can't track. I don't think Blizzard would be able to find a way to track if you're asking or not for help. So there's nothing you can really do about that. Forbidden abilities and actions, again, stay the same. I think they did a really good job here. No bubble hearths, no self-res from shamans or warlocks. Professions, I would say, are pretty good, other than what I just touched on. Auction house and grouping. Probably my biggest worry when it comes to talking about what Blizzard's going to do. I could definitely see them opening up the auction house or opening up grouping for certain elite quests or group quests when it comes to official servers. Blizzard, please don't do this. I think the auction house makes the game way too easy. I would, however, offer an idea when it comes to the auction house. Maybe at the end of a dungeon, you get a chance to access the auction house, or maybe on the last boss, if you complete a dungeon, you get a token which lets you access the auction house for maybe a period of time or buy a select number of items. Maybe making the auction house a little bit more of a rarity, although this could change how we play Classic. What do you guys think? Store mounts, yeah, doesn't really matter. I hate them anyway, so yeah, keep them out. All talents are allowed, go wild, of course. Not a big deal. No trading. This is, again, pretty fundamental. I don't think this should be changed at all or compromised at all. Dungeons. One of the most important reasons why I want to make this video. Hear me out. As we all know, a lot of the people that are playing hardcore classic WoW are high-ranked in PvP players, or probably mainly mythic runners, people who do mythic dungeons or raiding. So these are people who are accustomed to, let's say, timers from mythics. I think it would be really, really cool if Blizzard would implement the idea that dungeons can be ran one extra time if you beat a timer. This introduces the concept that you are risking your life in a hardcore setting for more loot. When it comes to PvP and battlegrounds, I think it's good the way it is. When it comes to duo and trio rule sets, I think they knocked it out of the park. Chef's kiss, well done. I don't think a single thing should be changed. I think duo and trio should be the max. I think when you're getting to 4 or 5 people, then it's just a bit much. Then you just got 5 people running around just swamping everything. The game's not even a challenge. And some of the questing where you have to receive items upon killing an enemy, those would be impossible with 5 people. Dungeon rule set, same thing, other than what I just brushed over before about adding timers. That might be kind of cool. I think dungeons are pretty good. I think they did a really good job with the level caps. I think it's really good that they let warlocks summon the rest of their group. This adds value to that class. Now, when the conversation arises of official Blizzard hardcore classic WoW servers, the single most talked about thing is disconnection and griefing. Personally, I think the best route for Blizzard to go would be when you die, your character doesn't get deleted, but what happens is you cannot resurrect. Now, this opens the lane for appeals, right? So if you log into your ghost, you can't resurrect, but you can submit an appeal through your ghosted character. If it goes through, you get the ability to resurrect. Now, I'd like your guys' thoughts on this pretty unique perspective that somebody commented under one of my shorts. I think it definitely is worth noting that if there is a server where you die and you cannot respawn unless appealed by Blizzard, yeah, there probably would be less griefers. But in the same respect, I think these griefers would get a lot more creative in the sense that they would find ways to grief with little to no death risk. My name is EK. Subscribe if you liked my content, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay safe out there in the hardcore classic.